Mosher Media Podcast.
Good morning and welcome to the Monday Morning Commute. Here we are on May 4th, 2026. The year just flying by. And of course, welcome the Monday Morning Commute here on the Mosher Media YouTube channel. And last Thursday, I had an incredible honor. I was presented with the Community Partner Award. Our work on WAOH television, honored and recognized by Summit County Children's Services, and I just want to again say thank you to everyone at that incredible agency for recognizing us in our WAOH television project here in Akron, Ohio, of course, my hometown, building a TV station to serve this community. And it's my passion project, and after several years of doing features and interviews to showcase Summit County Children's Services in an effort to educate the community and present the idea of fostering to help the agency maybe recruit more foster families. There are so many kids in need here in Summit County and Akron, Ohio, and so it has been wonderful right here at this desk to do interviews with caseworkers and foster families and all of those that serve our community in this way. And so just an incredible honor. Thank you to everyone there, and what a great event. And at this event, I was allowed to speak. I got up and spoke for about 3 or 4 minutes and shared a little of my life story and my journey in what I was non-blood next of kin placement, where I was able to have the honor of raising a child in need. That's my whole life story. We won't get into it here in this video, in this podcast, but I will share with you. It is absolutely incredible to give back, to do this work, and it's great that we can find purpose in what we do, and it's great to be recognized. And I made a terrible mistake in my speech, and it's been analyzed. Of course, the speech was recorded, and I listened to it back, and we discussed it here, in that when I was introduced, during the introduction, there was no mention of Mosher Media. In the introduction, I was introduced as Dan Mosher, founder of WAOH Television. And of course, we were being recognized for our work that we have done on that TV station project. So there was no mention of Mosher Media. And of course, Mosher Media senior producer Justin Stein produced all of the videos that were used at this event to recognize the other award recipients. And they were all honored with a video to explain to the audience why they were receiving the award and what they've done to serve the community. And during my speech, I spoke about what WAOH television is doing to serve the community and how important it is to me that this passion project becomes an asset to the community in all of this. But not once did I mention Mosher Media, which is our video production company, our primary business that pays for all of what we do, all of our client work. All of our incredible clients know that we take a huge portion of our video production resources and donate back to the community production of videos, whether we do that as a direct donation to a nonprofit or whether we do that through our passion project, WAOH Television, by featuring and interviewing those who lead nonprofits and putting the spotlight on those in the community doing really great volunteer work or building an organization to serve the community, maybe grassroots efforts, things that people are doing that deserve attention. So again, not once did I mention during my speech anything about Mosher Media. And I had to think through very carefully. Number one, I had 2 minutes to speak, and I took 3 or 4, which of course I do. But secondly, I didn't want to put a commercial for Mosher Media in there. I would hope that people would just see through the work that we're doing without words, but action. Now, of course, I use a lot of words. I describe what it is that we're doing. But I didn't mention Mosher Media. I didn't want to make a commercial out of it to plug our video production company. But at the end of the day, Mosher Media sponsors all of this work that we do in the community, volunteer media work. And thank you to our clients who stick with us and recognize that maybe one reason to do business with us, maybe one reason to pick Mosher Media over any other video production company out there, and there are a lot of very talented freelance individuals and content creators and video production professionals in Northeast Ohio and in every community and every market, I'm sure. There's a lot of choices. But we hope that people choose Mosher Media, of course, because our team does great work. Justin Stein, senior producer at Mosher Media, does incredible work and did all of these videos to honor the award recipients. And so with all of that, I'm going to leave you with this podcast, of course. We discuss what are we going to do this week to make our businesses a little more successful than the things we did last week, perhaps. So we analyzed last week. We take a look at what did we do? What did we do well? And I'm on this Monday morning here reflecting on maybe that was a miss, or did we do it right by not turning that opportunity into a commercial, but really honoring Summit County Children's Services and talking more about the work we do for them and why we do it. And that's of course the route we went. So this week, what are we going to do? This week, we are going to launch the Mosher Media TikTok channel. Now, I know I'm not even looking over to the control room and the wonderful young professionals that keep all of this going, but I know they're laughing because, of course, they know I am 51 years old. Mosher Media has been in business for 34 years. Where do we fit in on TikTok? This is kind of a platform for younger people. Could I get the award for the oldest person on TikTok? Maybe. Could that be a thing? But how could we reach the next generation on TikTok? And how many people that are my peers or that would watch this podcast, listen to this all the way through, say, yes, a lot of my peers obviously are my age, and I'm in a circle of certainly of business owners and entrepreneurs that are probably feel like I do. They feel a little too old to be on TikTok. So that's the challenge for this week. If a company that's been in business for 34 years, serving clients who are in marketing and PR that work for brands or companies that are what I would consider, nothing wrong with this, Midwest conservative in a way. We don't take a lot of chances at a company that's 100 years old. We stick to the script. But all of us need to take a look at what's coming around the corner, what's the next thing, and experiment with it. So part of the idea here is join me as we fail. In other words, if you're considering something out of the box, maybe like going on TikTok, taking your brand there, and you haven't done it like, we're media. Why aren't we on TikTok? Well, we're going to try it. So just for fun, watch us fail or watch us succeed. But however it turns out, we're going to do it. We're going to give it a shot. I'm sure we'll come up with a strategy. We wouldn't want to do anything by the seat of our pants or run into something without a plan just to see how it goes. Nobody would ever want to do that, right? So here we go. We're going to go on TikTok this week. We're going to set it up. We're going to see how it goes. I know the wonderful young professionals in our operation are going to probably laugh at this strategy. I'm hoping that if they're laughing, I just have the question, are they laughing at me or are they laughing with me? I think if we have followers out of it, I think that's the game, right? As long as we get followers out of it. But certainly we want to stick to the brand. We want to be authentic. We want to share with the world who we really are and why you should engage with us, follow us, and all of that. That's what it's all about. And most important, it's about having fun and go Cavs. How about that last night? I've reached the age where if I stay up to watch the Cavs win Game 7 over the Toronto Raptors and it goes until 10 o'clock at night, I can say I stayed up late to watch the game. It's a little hard to do the Monday morning commute on time when you stayed up late, 10 o'clock at night. How about that? And certainly good luck to the Cavs taking on the Toronto Pistons or the Detroit Pistons Tuesday, tomorrow night. You want to go to Detroit? I hear a lot of incredible things about the Detroit, the Renaissance city, all of that, like Akron, like Cleveland, all of these Rust Belt cities. And it's been several years since I've been to Detroit. Probably not going to go on Tuesday. It's probably going to be pretty wild up there. And if what do you think tickets are for the Cavs and the Pistons? Probably. Yeah, probably. We're going to put our money into content for TikTok, see how that goes, because that goes certainly directly to fund our wonderful young professionals, the media crew, and videographers need to eat too. It's very important. They need gas. We're not talking about gas. We're talking about building our business. We're going to experiment with TikTok. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's not a sports show, so I'm not talking sports, but go Cavs. There you go. This has been the Monday Morning Commute, and stay tuned because next Monday we'll give you a full report on how the old codger here did on TikTok at 51 years old, about to be 52. We've got a birthday this month. Let's see how this goes with a 34-year-old media company operated by a almost 52-year-old I can't say career 2.0. I got in a little trouble for that also, by the way. To make it clear, I am going to work another 20 years, and Mosher Media is my primary job, my number one role, and it is the greatest assignment, certainly, and I'm not going anywhere. So all this talk about my passion project and somebody introducing me said career 2.0 as if I'm all done at Mosher Media. I'm going to be the president of Mosher Media till I'm in my early hundreds. That's how it's going to go. And I promise you, even then, I will probably still be on TikTok. This has been the Monday Morning Commute. Looking forward to success or failure, either way, putting it all out there so you can see how this goes. Let's do what we can to build our business and be better this week than we were last. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next Monday for next Monday's Monday Morning Commute.
Mosher Media Podcast.